Hello there fellow Earthlings, my name is Vic from PhoneArena with some reasons why you might or might not want the not so new Google Pixel 4a 5G. Based on looks alone, I'd say this device is still worth it. It has remained relevant with its all plastic build and, dual speaker design. One area though where you might find the 4a 5G to be falling behind in is the display. Most new devices at around $500 offer a high refresh rate option which is simply non-existent here. Poor you Pixel. The size though is spot on for most people. It's not too big nor is it too small, at around 6.2 inches. But the bezels are a bit much when compared to the, flagship Pixel 5, which is a tad bit smaller and the same screen size. In any case, I found that the brightness of the 4a is also pretty good for outdoor use. It's not the best, but I've seen worse from the Asus Zenfone 8 for instance, and that was supposed to be a higher end phone. By the way, it feels kind of nice to know that the camera supplied here is the same as on the flagship Pixel 5, and you also get a neat ultra-wide right here on the back, unlike the regular 4a. I can't really complain about its performance even a year later. Google to me is one of the companies that often either makes something that breaks too soon or outlives most of the competition. And their cameras and camera software, to be more specific, are, kind of the latter. It's a pretty fast camera with even faster processing. Video recording feels as stable as my house foundations, and photos come out rather, pleasing. Unsurprisingly, night mode is also super nice. If you try to take a pic without it though, you'd regret it due to the high levels of noise and general softness, which is once again from this old sensor as I mentioned. Right then, hello guys. This is the performance of the front-facing camera, at least when recording videos. This is pretty much how I sound. I'm almost fully extended to, see my face, but still it's kind of interesting to see what exactly it does. And if we have a look here, where it's still kind of getting close to dusk, it looks pretty nice. Stabilization is actually doing really well, especially since there's a bit more light, but you can see that same noise I was talking about here when you zoom in, kind of for a split second. It's really something that kind of persists. By the way, if you're planning on buying this device for its performance, then I'd say there are better options. It comes with the Snapdragon 765G, which isn't weak at all, and you can play some demanding titles such as Genshin Impact at medium settings. But it's also considerably behind the new Nord 2's MediaTek Dimensity 1200. But of course, if you're on the market for something even more powerful, I should mention the iPhone SE since it does have a flagship SoC, which will simply wipe the floor with everything I just said earlier now. But we would also have to consider the 4a's battery. Now, the 5G model, unlike the standard one, sports a larger battery at around 3,800 mAh. Paired with a low-powered processor and a 60Hz display, it actually lasts a very decent amount of time. It's certainly enough for a day or two worth of use. That is, of course, if your use falls within the lines of browsing Reddit and watching some YouTube. From time to time, You don't get wireless charging at this price, but I mean, who does at this price point? Pixel devices are quite well known for having astounding software support. You can expect around 3 years of software updates and possibly more. I mean, it is quite handy to know that the company supplying you with the device is also the one responsible for making your operating system. Furthermore, you're getting more cloud storage benefits from Google Photos for obvious reasons, and you can't really get this good of a package in terms of software elsewhere. At least for now, because as of this year, Samsung has promised quite a bit more software updates, and we have seen OnePlus merge with Oppo, which might mean eventually better software support for OnePlus and Oppo devices. So there could be a change in that. And furthermore, all of this that I mentioned for the software support is pretty valid, of course, if you buy the device brand new from the day it came out, or at least the year it came out. Meaning, since this is a 1-year-old device, you will probably receive 1 year's worth of updates less. Yeah, and there is one simple workaround for that, of course. If you wait for the new Pixel 5a and it is within your budget, then you could probably see how that goes and you will have a brand new device with more, software support. Or if the Pixel 5 drops in price. So basically, should you buy the Google Pixel 4a 5G in 2021? Well, if you ask me, yeah, sure, go for it. It still has a decently powerful yet relevant processor, a beautiful display with good outdoor brightness, and a camera that still has some fight left in it. But if you're not in a hurry for a new device, maybe you should wait and see the new Pixel 5a, or maybe if you don't like Google's assortment, you can check out some other devices, like the Samsung Galaxy A52 5G, which comes with water resistance and a pretty nice battery, and camera. Or maybe you're into Apple and don't really care about having a good battery, in which case you can check out the tiny iPhone SE and enjoy having more space in your pocket for your wallet or keys. But I don't know, maybe I'm missing something else. You know, if that's the case, let me know down in the comments below. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys some other time.